Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV for your daily news. I am here inside the big house, and it's huge. It is a huge house where people normally play other sports, but tomorrow the mighty Reds are going to take over, just judging by open training that we saw earlier today and the volume of Liverpool fans that turned up for it. Of course they're playing Man United, and I'm sure they will bring their own contingents as well, but it's going to be very interesting to see just what the atmosphere mix is like on the day. We know a couple of things. Jürgen did his press conference earlier. A few interesting points to note from that. Players that sat out training today and therefore unlikely to be involved in the match. We know Naby Keita apparently had a little issue with regards to comfort on the plane, which Jürgen talked about. Apparently, Gini Wijnaldum sat out, and Loris Karius as well. And so we got to see an outing for the two young goalkeepers, Keller, yeah, that's all kinds of syllables and stuff in there, and Grabara as well. Both actually look really impressive in the short-sided game that they played toward the back end of training, both making a couple of really good saves themselves, which is the kind of thing you're looking at this game and Manchester United looming. I don't care if it's a friendly. I don't think anyone ever wants to see Liverpool lose to Manchester United. So regardless of your opinion on Karius, and it's good to see, I think that the tide of public opinion towards him, just in terms of support, seems to be swinging back in his favour, which is great. He got a great reception. He actually stopped to sign some autographs and stuff for fans, even though he wasn't training. But, you know, you've got the two young goalkeepers there. That'll be a big occasion for, you know, it's likely that they might even get 45 minutes each against Manchester United, regardless of what team they put out. Still a pretty big step up. And obviously you want to feel encouraged by that. And the signs from what I've seen in training are very encouraging in that regard. So, yeah, that's a very good thing indeed. Other notes of interest from the press conference. I asked the question about Nathaniel Clyne having another baby. Not another baby, just to clarify, it's his first baby. Nathaniel Clyne's gone home. Is that because they've had another baby? Is that true?
Did you say another baby?
Well, our baby.
I didn't know about the others, but maybe he doesn't know. Sorry. Because of the baby.
Because of the baby.
Yeah, his son. So he was very proud. We had to exchange messages, so I saw a picture. Nice. Brilliant. Clyne is there.
It's a boy. Congratulations, Nathaniel Clyne. He's not involved, and he won't be involved. He's gone back home for the birth of his son. So yeah, he will miss the end of the United States tour and join up with the side, I believe, when they go to the training camp in France, which would be obviously very good. He's looked sharp, looking like he's getting close to fitness. And Klopp was asked a question about the right back situation and the depth of talent he has. And what I thought was really interesting in that, he was asked about the competition between Trent and between Clyne, but he also referenced Joe Gomez again, and he brought Rafa Camacho into that, which I thought was an interesting insight. We've seen Camacho used at right back predominantly, really, or at least I just think more than we thought we would do in this pre-season so far, and I think he's handled himself really well. So it's telling that he considers him at that level, you know, that he says, look, when the season comes about, he is counted as a first team right back, which I don't think we'd have thought going into this pre-season at all. And he's now been added to that list of players. You know, he's been we know he's a big fan of Curtis Jones. He impressed again today. Just look so composed when playing with his teammates. Great touch, great movement, great vision again, and just seeing him laughing and joking with his teammates. He looks a part of this side, even though he is such a very young lad, of course. And great to see Mo Salah out there. He training really well as well, and of course he is the centre of attention when it comes to the Liverpool fans, not just at home but all over the world. So absolutely mobbed when he gets into the crowd to sign autographs and take selfies thing. But another really good to see. A great turnout, really well attended, as you'd imagine, and seeing the fans getting involved. To say Xherdan Shaqiri stuck around, got involved as well. One thing I really liked about Shaqiri's performance, and this is very early in his pre-season. He's only just actually joined up with the squad for the first time. He's only had probably a handful of training sessions at this point. A couple of really great through balls, and I know you can't judge too much from it's not even a proper competitive game, of course, but he was playing at times. He was coming inside, playing quite central, and sliding through ball passes through to strikers to run onto. So really encouraging signs from him. He looks fit. He looks aggressive, hungry. And the session was rounded off with a little game of crossbar challenge. Now, I think there was more to it than the crossbar challenge. I think Klopp wanted them to hit the crossbar, then follow it in with a header, because there was a lot of people hitting it and they were quite happy, and then they started to get really frustrated with themselves. I think that's I'd be interested to know if anyone at home can do that, can clip the ball off the crossbar and then follow it in. But we saw in terms of hitting the crossbar, Xherdan Shaqiri is an absolute stone cold master of it, and Lazar Markovic, of course Lazar Markovic is, because all the things that you can get excited about in pre-season, Lazar Markovic is brilliant at all those things. Whether he's brilliant at the other stuff, we might never get to see. The last thing I've noticed, Jürgen was asked in the press conference about outgoing transfers, and he basically said, like, I'm just not talking about it. Even when it's far to say, like, I can't even remember the names you've asked with regards to those players. It's clearly not on his mind. He's got his group there. He's going to be training with everyone involved as though they're all his, as though they're all building up to be part of the season. And there will be a short list of players that he's probably said, I'm not bothered if these go, you'd imagine. So he's not going to have people pulled from him, whatever. But he's not going to come out in public and start talking about players when there aren't concrete bids in, when there aren't concrete offers. Because why would you look to knock someone off their stride? He needs everybody available to him at the moment, particularly because we've still got a few lads to come back from the World Cup. So why would you have lads be unmotivated or feel like they're not part of the group, part of the team? A bit stupid. But obviously we'll know more when things start to emerge. But again, there's the obvious names keep arising. Lazar Markovic being linked with a move to Turkey. I think Galatasaray were linked. If Fenerbahce will always be linked. Pick a Turkish side from Istanbul and he'll doubtless be linked with one of them, because there's so many of them. But no, as it stands, no further movements on transfers out according to Jürgen. But a very, very pleasant afternoon here at the Big House. It's empty. It's huge and empty. Tomorrow it'll be huge and full by the looks of it as well. We're going to be here. If you're going to be in Ann Arbor for the game itself, we're going to be at Connor O'Neill's. We're going to be at Connor O'Neill's. I've said that wrong so many times. It is Connor O'Neill's. I've checked. But I'm going to be at Connor O'Neill's from 12 o'clock. Going to do the countdown to kick off live from in there. So if you're in the local area and you want to get down, you do. That'll be, if that's about 12:30, we'll go live local time. That makes it about 5:30 time back in the UK. So obviously you can get involved with that. And if you're going to watch the game later on, do that as well. We'll be here, and we'll be here post-match as well. Fabulous afternoon here in wonderful Ann Arbor. As I say, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the redmentv.com for exclusive interviews with Virgil van Dijk and Curtis Jones as well from the Mix Zone the other day. The full interviews of that, and there might be some extra special stuff coming up, so the perfect time to get subscribed and get involved. Cheers.